Share a little bit with the folks watching or listening about what you're currently doing with physician scientists here at Children's.
Sure. Despite the fact to train in musculoskeletal research, I always, whenever I connect with physicians, I always tell them, you know what, your research might have something to do with the bone at the end of the day, right?
I feel like every scientist feels that way. I remember one of my ID doctors used to tell me that everything is caused by an infection. Right? It's like, okay, I think they may be right.
And so I work with the wide cohort with individuals from a different discipline. So I work with pediatric orthopedic, pediatric hematologist, oncologist, nephrologist, anesthesiologist, so a wide, and a neurologist as well. So I work with a variety with individual, and the way we do it, we come to the physician and understand what the unmet medical needs. There are probably a solution to a problem that's not very effective, or as we know, costs incredible amount of dollar for healthcare. So we here coming in and say, can we find it a better solution or a new solution for a problem that lacks any solution? And I have to say the relationship, it's been absolutely outstanding in multiple ways. You know, I get educated by the clinician about the detailed healthcare issues we're not aware of. We don't see them. We always consider ourselves fortunate, you know, with our kids or what, you know, healthy families and things like that. But when you see what the real world out there, so it's been great not working with the clinician and working with the fellows. And actually, the also wonderful connection is our medical student. So medical student is a perfect connection between what we do at NeoMed and here in Akron Children.
Absolutely.
And it's been very, very rewarding in multiple ways. We were able to attract grant funding, awards. Matter of fact, we work on a couple of patents now because we started emerging the innovation and entrepreneurship in that regards. And one thing I have to say, maybe being selfish, one of the real interest to me, in addition to orthopedic, rare diseases in kids.
Tell me more about that.
I'm very passionate about rare disease and identifying a solution. So we work with two rare diseases in kids. And it's funny, one of those rare diseases was introduced to me by a doctor at Akron Children. Hematologist, oncologist, telling me about rare diseases with lymphatic anomalies in kids. And those kids, when they have lymphatic issues, unfortunately lead to skeletal abnormalities. Right away, the bulb went on me, and I said, wait a second, there is a bone involved here.
Yeah, it's clearly a bone problem.
That's right. Yeah. And I've been very, very heavily involved. To the matter of fact, we've been awarded grants fellowship to understand, identify the treatment for such a condition.
What is the condition?
It's lymphatic anomalies, which will happen, a complex lymphatic anomaly condition where kids basically have a mutation only in lymphatic endothelial cells. Everywhere in the body, genetics looks normal, except lymphatic endothelial cells. They overexpress a certain molecules, protein, and that leads to the overproliferation, over-migration of those lymphatic vessels like a tumor. They wrap around the bone and they dissolve it. And it's another term of it's called bone vanishing disease. Very, very devastating. No cure for that condition. It's only certain medication to, you know, subside side effect and things like that. So being very honored to say that only recently we identify a target for that rare disease, which we think could be a diagnostic tool as well as therapeutic.
That's awesome.
So we are very excited to take this to the next level.